Working abroad, story time, and tips. Hey, my name's Anna. I'm American, but I've been living in England for the past 18 years. But this is a story time about when I worked in Tokyo, Japan. When I was 19 years old and doing my Bachelor's of Architecture degree in Canterbury, England, I decided to do a summer internship in Shibuya, Tokyo at a famous architecture firm. Two things to start off with that you might not know. The drinking age is actually 20 years old in Japan, so I was 19, just for context. Second thing, Japanese was actually my first language as a baby, but then I moved back to the United States after living in Japan as a baby and I forgot it. So I studied it again in high school and I wanted to work in Japan so I could practice speaking Japanese again. Sugoi! So while I was there, I tried to absorb as much as humanly possible. I worked at the office 5 days a week. I went to Japanese lessons after work every single day. Every single weekend, I was exploring a different area of Tokyo. And then I took a gap in work and started to explore other areas of Japan. And it was a crazy few months. Part of working abroad and living abroad is becoming comfortable with being confused about 70% of the time. So that is what I did. I was confused most of the time, but I figured it out. And then also being respectful of the place that you are living, trying to assimilate as much as possible and, have fun, but also learn. I've done many jobs in my life, but for this particular one, the main thing I did at this architecture firm in Tokyo was actually model making. So I built the architecture models for about 50 different projects, which was pretty cool. And I wasn't the only one. Honestly, the Japanese are fantastic at model making. My core responsibility was building the vegetation or the trees for the different models. Anyways, I fit about a year's worth of activities and travel and excitement into about 3 months. And then I returned back to Canterbury, England to finish my bachelor's degree. And I was kind of exhausted, but it was totally worth it. If you're thinking about moving abroad or working abroad, you should absolutely do it. It's an amazing and crazy experience, and be proud of yourself for being brave and trying something new. Also, a funny little tidbit, I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and the way that you say good morning in informal way in Japanese is Ohio. More formal would be Ohio gozaimasu. So whenever people would ask me where I was from and I said Ohio, they'd be like, huh, Ohio. And I'll go, Ohio. Okay, that's it.